Without further ado, I really want to introduce our first speaker, Connie Montgomery, who happens to be a patient, 2 rare diseases, has lived her life with those, is an author, is a patient, is a very strong advocate, somebody who has helped organize people, learned, I think one of sort of the, I will call it a premier advocate, written a book, and is here this morning to share her perspectives, ideas, thoughts, and knowledge with all of you. And I know that after she speaks, she's going to be here today, and she's welcoming. You can come up, talk to her, pick her brain. That's someone that's really sort of done it, lived it, and done all aspects of it. So without further ado, some big shoes here. Connie Montgomery, welcome.
Excited to be here today. What about you all? Let me hear it a little louder and a little prouder. As my opening song stated, we are family. So on this side of the room, I'm going to raise my fingers and count to 3, and I want us to say it as loudly as we can so all of Washington, D.C. can hear us. We are family. 1, 2, 3.
We are family.
Let's try that in the middle of the room so all of Washington, D.C. can hear us. 1, 2, 3.
We are family.
That's right. And let's move to this end of the room and give it a try. Are y'all ready? We're going to count to 3 now. We want all of Washington, D.C. to hear us. 1, 2, 3.
We are family.
Absolutely, we are. Absolutely. We are family, and we are resiliently rare. Dear all, this is my letter of love to each and every person present. Every mother, dad, sister, brother, an individual living with a rare disorder and or caring for someone with a rare diagnosis. The moments when we walk or roll or lie down, we are not alone. We have each other. That bears repeating. We have each other. Now look at your neighbors in this space, and on the count of 1, 2, 3, say it loudly and say it proudly. We have each other. Yes, we do. Historically, persons and families experiencing the rare life were set aside, hidden away, and very little, if any, advocacy was noted. Medical clinicians, journals, and organizations learned that we value our lives, our loved ones, and witness that we in the rare family will be seen and heard. Our needs, experiences, and findings will be reported and attended to with compassionate health care. Gone are the days when we will feel and be forgotten or marginalized. We are subject matter experts who partner with our healthcare practitioners for the best health outcomes. Here is my rare story. During my school-age years, I experienced nosebleeds, very embarrassing nosebleeds. Epistaxis, doctors call it. I could feel the river of blood beginning to flow, and I would excuse myself from class and hide in the bathroom until it stopped, usually in about 10 to 15 minutes. I made certain no blood was on my clothes, and I left the bathroom stalls as I had found them. This went on for years, and I just dealt with it the best I could. Imagine living in fear of never knowing when the next bloody occurrence would happen. You can laugh here or smile. Humor and secrecy is definitely how I made it through those years. However, I do not recommend the secrecy. It is too much of a burden to hide those things that could eat away at your peace of mind. I would use all the tissue and paper towels I could find to clean up the blood. This became my 1 to 2 times per week normal activity, especially during the pubescent years. I missed a bit of school and frequently bled on and through my clothing. All the while, I was always cold. You guessed it, due to anemia, and tired, but I knew I had to press forward. Now, right here, I'd like to stop and engage everyone so we all can say something that I truly, truly believe. We are resiliently rare, and we rock. So on the count of 3, let's say that. 1, 2, 3. We are resiliently rare, and we rock. My mother had become a single parent of 4 girls after 14 years of marriage, and she did not need any additional stress from me. My dad could not find a local job with his educational level that paid well. So after years of him traveling for his job from state to state, my parents divorced. My mother got 3 jobs to support our family and never asked for help from our dad or looked back. She was fiercely independent and proud at almost 80 years of age. My mother, Willette G. Montgomery, died October 20th, 2021, while my co-author, Risa Talbert, and I was writing the book, You're Not Just a Number, Putting Care Back into Healthcare. A few outrageously desperate times, my mother and I tried to explain to our family doctor, discreetly, about what was happening to me, but it never felt like he was listening, and he didn't ask additional questions. That was extremely difficult for my mother and me to ask for help. We are a proud family, and we keep our affairs in the home. However, we were in despair, and suffering in silence did not help. Most times, if a child is suffering, so are the parents. In this case, my mother was suffering as well. Let's repeat it again on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We are resiliently rare, and we rock. When I grew from a child into a young adult, the dentist noticed that I bled significantly after removing my wisdom teeth, but did not feel like it warranted further evaluation and treatment either. All the signs were there that something was terribly wrong, but every healthcare professional missed it. Most of the time, the doctors frequently spoke to me saying I was anxious and exaggerating about my condition. My mother culturally believed and taught us that is why you do not tell people about your illness or sickness, because people will make unkind judgments about you. They will think you are weak, and we do better to take care of ourselves, my mother would often say. I learned at a young age that what happens in the family stays in the family. We do not put our family business on the boulevard. And unfortunately, the doctor's treatment of me and my mother reaffirmed my mother was correct, or so it seemed. based on the doctor's response to my situation at that time. Therefore, for a long time following my school-age years, I never even mentioned my bleeding issues and rarely went to the doctor. I bled throughout my pregnancies, and every obstetrician gynecologist, he the first time when I had my son Blake, and she the second time when I had my daughter Connor, was not helpful. So with each new birth, I selected a new obstetrician gynecologist who I thought would truly listen to what I was sharing about my body. They did not. I just coped in silence and worked hard to finish college and start my career as an occupational therapist. 13 years of working 2 jobs, being married, and helping to raise our 2 children wore me down fast. I just kept going though, like the Energizer Bunny, while putting my health needs on the back burner or not even on the stove. Then it happened. I got in a car wreck on the back roads of Williamsburg County en route to Charleston, South Carolina, and my world was turned upside down, literally and figuratively. I swerved to miss a car filled with young men coming into my lane on a 2-way highway. As I moved out of their way, I landed in a large canal ditch. Needless to say, I was terrified and totally upset. Many Good Samaritans that resided close by came to my rescue. They were amazing and so kind to me. I will never forget their compassion and unselfishness when trying to get me out of that ditch. The ambulance got me to the emergency department, and the evaluation and treatment began. On the count of 3, let's say it again. 1, 2, 3. We are resiliently rare, and we rock. Much to my surprise, the car accident saved my life because I learned I had not 1, but 2 rare disorders, rare factor 7 deficiency and pemphigus vulgaris. The emergency room doctor noted my bleeding was not stopping, so he ordered a series of tests that included a prothrombin test and a hematologic consult. I had a rare congenital bleeding disorder. Congenital? You mean I was born with it? Absolutely. After many visits to MUSC to see 2 dermatologists at the request of my new family doctor in Garden City, they discovered my rare autoimmune disease, pemphigus vulgaris. I got weeping sores in all the soft mucous membrane tissues of my body, including my mouth. But once again, I pressed forward and knew I had to make it, regardless of my health challenges. Soon, I received the medical care, education, and a lot of medication, which included weekly infusions of Nova 7 RT intravenously. I began to feel so much better. My quality of life improved immensely. Then I attended a conference in 2011 for bleeding disorders in Chicago, the National Hemophilia Foundation's annual meeting, where I was inspired by others with similar diagnoses, sharing their stories and their healthcare journey. Soon, I became an ambassador for NHF. Excellence for the year of 2014, right here in Washington, D.C., I was honored at their annual meeting and the It Takes a Village Award of Excellence for the Hemophilia Federation of America in Cleveland, Ohio. So regardless of what adversity we face daily, we hold tightly to each other in our rare community and move forward. Yes, there will be those days when we have to muster strength to get up and try again with life, but we must and we can resiliently move forward. While you are here, meet some friends. I did this morning. If it was not for Jess, where are you? And Rebecca, they helped me get to this point because I didn't know where I was going. Get some cell phone numbers, make some contacts, and let's continue to build relationships and resources from within. Take the lead and be well, because humanity needs our courage. Truly, we are stronger together. Now, on the count of 3, one last time, let's say it. We are resiliently rare, and we rock. My definition of rare, I want to go through and show it to you. This is me and my family. And notice this quote here that says that your diagnosis does not define your possibilities. Absolutely, it does not. My definition of rare is resilient people with real aspirations, revolutionizing every day. Now, let's get this party started. Cue up the music. Y'all dance it off with me. That's my favorite pastime, dancing.
This is your celebration.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Celebration.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
All right, thank you so much, Connie, for sharing your story with us. That was so uplifting and empowering and a great way to start us off today, so thank you.